Meanwhile, here at 6.
I see him go to the door and start to cross the threshold.
That was Karen Reed sharing new perspective with Dateline about the moments before her Boston police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, passed away. The legal saga was the central focus during last night's episode. Reed says she is the victim of an elaborate cover-up. Now, hours before the special aired, we learned Detective Lieutenant Brian Tully was removed from his position in the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. Lieutenant Tully was a supervisor of Trooper Michael Proctor, who led the investigation. Let's get right out to NBC 10's Matt Fortin in the newsroom with developments from this high-profile case. Matt, a lot of people still talking about this episode last night.
Absolutely, Lauren. And a Dateline episode on this still unfolding case only continues to elevate the profile of this controversial murder investigation as we approach the 3-year anniversary of John O'Keefe's death. The 2-hour special last night went over the whole case from top to bottom, starting with that night in January 2022 when Reed and O'Keefe met up with the Alberts and McCabe's for a night out, to finding his body in the snow the morning after, and the twists and turns that followed, from Reed being charged for allegedly backing into her boyfriend and leaving him for dead in the cold, to her defense alleging a cover-up and claiming that someone inside the Albert house must have been responsible for O'Keefe's death. In the episode, we hear from all sides of the case. Reed herself recounted her perspective, as did O'Keefe's best friend and an extended family member, who reminds us that the focus needs to be on the devoted uncle and police officer who lost his life in this.
And I am put under a psychiatric watch, just two vestibules down from where they're working on John's body. And then eventually, just before noon, my father comes into the room that I'm in. And I said, "Dad, how is he?" And he said, "He's gone. John's gone, Karen." And I just collapsed on the floor.
Johnny is where the focus should be, and not on the blogger and not on the defendant. It should be about the fact that Johnny died.
And while Dateline gave a recap of everything that's happened in the case, last night news broke that Massachusetts State Police Lieutenant Detective Brian Tully, who headed up the embattled Norfolk County unit that investigated Karen Reed, is being transferred to a different department. More on that coming up at 6:30.